Good afternoon, and welcome to this UPSL Premier SoCal Central Coast contest between your hosts, Ventura County FC, and today's visitors, LA10 FC, both from the greater LA area, neighbors, if you were. Looking forward to this game here today in Thousand Oaks, California, where it is a balmy 82 degrees. As you can see, we have a little bit of cloud cover. Quite nice weather to play soccer. It'd certainly be a lot warmer, could be a lot muggier. So we have to be grateful for the 82 degrees, and as the cloud cover continues to drift over the field, hopefully those temperatures might even drop a little further. As you can see from our team comparison graphic, this is a top-of-the-table clash with LA10 undefeated in 8 games so far and holding first position in the SoCal Central Coast division. Ventura County hot on their heels. 5 wins, 1 draw, and just 2 defeats to their name. Look at the goals against column, though. Very stark. LA10 having only conceded 1 goal in 8 games so far this season. That is astonishing, quite frankly, and real testament to their defensive steel. And Ventura County will be hoping to break through that defense today for the first time this season. The two teams did meet earlier in the year. LA10 running out 3-0 winners, so keeping one of their many clean sheets so far this season. Back in March, when these two teams met at LA10, Ventura County will be looking for a measure of revenge today, but more importantly, to cement their place in second. As you can see, ASC Central Cal on their heels, just 2 points behind. Ventura County, probably a bit too much to ask them to close the gap on LA10 at this point. But if they can cement that second place, that sees them strongly into the playoffs. And then who knows what happens from there. The game's set to kick off here in a minute or two. We will give you lineups. We actually have a starting 11 for LA10. We have a complete roster for Ventura, so hopefully we're going to get their starting 11. But if not, we will just call out names as best as we're able as the match proceeds. But here's your starting 11 for LA10 Football Club. In goal, number 33, Brendan Ward. Number 3, Samuel Harshy. Number 17, Greg Stratton. Number 4, Jasper Winslow. Number 7, Gustavo Villalobos. Number 19, Hunter Devlin. Number 13, Emiliano Garcia. Number 5, Emil Kishka. Number 9, Fernando Alejo. Number 8, Brian Castillo. Number 23, Samuel Lena. Head coach, Leonard Shaft. Two teams lining up, getting ready to make their way out to the center circle with the officials. We recognize the national anthem and then get underway. So with the pleasantries taken care of, both teams doing their final limbering up, and we will get this game underway. Your hosts, Ventura, are in the black uniforms. They'll be shooting from right to left on your screen in the first half. LA10 obviously then in the pink, going from left to right. Not too surprising to see them in an away pink jersey. The club is partly owned, as I'm sure folks know at this point, by former Italian international and World Cup winner Alessandro Del Piero, who himself wore number 10 on his jersey, hence the name of the team. And of course made his name domestically with Juventus, with Juve, who famously play in black and white stripes, but of course their away colours are, you've guessed it, pink. Maybe a little challenging today to call out those white numbers on the back of those pink shirts, particularly with the bright sunshine. But we will do our absolute best to stay on top of that. And of course, I have the capable folks at Veda Media supporting me. Again, I'm Mark Turner, your commentator today. Delighted to be here with you and excited to get this game underway. This top of the table clash in the UPSL SoCal Central Coast, Ventura County, LA10 FC, and Ventura County kick us off. Early ball over the top. Out of play. This field does seem, well, maybe not. I was about to say it seems a touch narrow, but it could just be the angle we're looking at it. It is the, as you can see from the banner in the background, it is the California Lutheran University field. So it's regulation size, one would imagine. Oh, some loose early touches from both teams. Ventura with a long ball into the centre of the field. LA10 defending stoutly, coming away with the ball. Nice run through the centre of the park and out down the left-hand side. Good sliding tackle though, well timed. First throw in for LA10. Well, I'm sure a number of these guys, as much as they're excited to be out there on the field, probably hope to be back in the locker room watching the Champions League final, which is taking place in Europe as we speak. As viewers and listeners probably know, the match being contested by Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan. If you don't want to know the score, if you're waiting till later, close your ears up for 5 seconds. PSG are leading 2-0 at half-time. Both teams getting ready to head out for the second half. I'll try and keep an eye on that game for you too and give you updates if you're interested. But of course our primary focus is right here in the greater Los Angeles area. Where we actually have a penalty kick, it looks like. Fortunately, we were trailing the play, and so we didn't see the infringement. As you can see, it's taking place over there on the right-hand side of the screen. Can't quite get eyes on what happened, but the next thing you know, the referee's dishing out a yellow card, I think, to the goalkeeper, and LA10 have a penalty kick. Could this be the opening strike of the match within the first 3 minutes? Stutter step, nicely dispatched. Goalkeeper goes the right way, but there was no getting to that. Tucked into the corner, and I think that is goal scorer number, looks like it might be number 7. It would be Gustavo Villalobos. Again, let's take another look at that penalty kick. Good little stutter step. Nicely dispatched, bottom corner. Past the despairing lunge of Anthony Sound in Ventura's goal, and it is 1-0 to LA10. 3 minutes to see our first goal of the game. I mentioned that these two teams met back in March, specifically March 23rd at LA10's ground, where early in the season, that was only the second game I think, LA10 coming out 3-0 victors, ball chipped into the box, Ventura, a little bit of hesitancy from both the defender and the goalkeeper, but they got it right in the end. Now Ventura looking to spring their own counter. As I mentioned during the last contest, LA10 running out 3-0 winners. So Ventura probably going to have that in the back of their mind, particularly now as they're trailing so early in this match. Ball headed out by LA10. Ventura with a little bit of pressure here. Doing a nice job of maintaining possession. Going to feed the ball down into the channel. Goes out for a throw-in. A nice early deep throw into the middle of the box. Ventura with a little bit of a juggling act, but the ball not falling for them. LA10 able to clear, only to Ventura once more, who've transitioned their possession from the left to the right. Nice foot skills. Past one, past two. Past the first one again, but the second one jumps in, and LA10 win the ball back. Nice play. Pinging the ball around till it pops up and Ventura take advantage. And they look to attack through the centre of the park. Sliding it out to the right-hand side. Early shot blocked from the defender. Bit of a scruffy shot. Might come to the forward. It doesn't. But LA10 are battling to try and get this clear and struggling right now. Ventura all over them. Gonna press every time the ball gets moved. Nice work though from LA10. Ultimately playing away and out of pressure. Now looking to build something for themselves. Long ball out the back from LA10. Trying to set their left winger off down that flank. Ball gets intercepted though by Ventura. A lot of space here on the right-hand side. Ventura not pressing in that middle third, very much inviting LA10 to do exactly that. Good job from Anthony Sound on his toes, ready to gather that ball up. I'm wondering if Ventura, maybe an opportunity there. Slip in Ventura's defence, but they weren't punished for it. I'm wondering if Ventura are concerned about LA10's ability to play the ball around them. And so they're sitting very deep when LA10 have possession. And now Ventura on the attack themselves. Getting good numbers up in the blocks. Oh, great stop from Brendan Ward. He dropped so quickly there, was able to get feet on the ball, but Ventura is still in possession. May yet create another opportunity here. A little bit of lazy defending by LA10 initially. Ventura had 4 players in and around that top of that box. LA10 just steep to stand off them. Asking for trouble, and they almost got it in the form of a equalising goal, had it not been for Brendan Ward in the LA10 goal, who did a wonderful job of dropping quickly and using his feet effectively to clear the ball out of the way. And now Ventura on another attack. You wouldn't believe that this is the team 1-0 down. Right now, they look the more dangerous of the two. Here we're going to see that chance again. It will flick. Doesn't quite come off, but it ricochets into the path of the runner. Nice work again from Ward. I was saying the Ventura, or I was speculating the Ventura might be sitting deep, concerned that LA10 could play around them and utilise the space in behind them. And so whenever LA10 have the ball, Ventura really compress. I have to say, LA10 are doing the same thing to Ventura. They're really sitting back and asking for pressure, and they're certainly getting it. On that occasion, good fortune. A couple of ricochets ended up putting the ball back in the path of Ventura's striker. But LA10 have to consider that a warning sign. But it is they who are on the attack now. Look how deep Ventura are once more. Hunting impacts, trying to get the ball away. Oh, maybe. Oh, could have been another PK there, I wonder. There's certainly contact between the two players, but the referee decided that the ball was won. And actually, we have a free kick now in Ventura County's favour. Ball intercepted. Now LA10 can make something here. They have numbers. Slides the ball out to the right-hand side. The delivery is good. There are bodies in the box. But it's too deep. That's a little criminal. There were 5 to aim at there. Ended up under very little pressure, drifting the ball far too deep into the back of the box. Bit of a let-off for Ventura. Well, a little over 10 minutes into the game, still just the one score. That early goal in the 3rd minute, penalty kick dispatched by Villalobos for LA10. And that's the difference right now. Ventura had an opportunity just a couple of minutes ago to get back on even pegging. But Brendan Ward in the LA10 goal having other ideas. Pretty well balanced game though, early doors. Exactly what you'd expect when one plays 2 at the top of the table. Again, Ventura County dropping off. LA10 dropping the ball over the top. That's a lovely pass and a good touch. Just ran away from him. No nonsense defending for Ventura County. The linesman's called an offside. Still, the Ventura County defence didn't know that at the time, so let's stay with my earlier statement. Good defending. LA10 trying to make progress down their left wing. Opting instead for possession. Going to tuck the ball into the channel. Sliding it out now to the right wing. Delivered into the box again. Oh, might fall this time for an LA10 player. Ventura County once more doing some dogged defending. Last gasp stuff. LA10 once more down the right-hand side. They do seem to favour that right wing, but they are still waiting for the delivery from out there. Slides the ball inside rather than crossing. Maybe a shot opportunity. Good shot, just over the bar. Nice feet and a nice left foot rocket, but ever rising. Worried Anthony Sound in the Ventura goal, but didn't trouble him ultimately. Nice work though from LA10. Ventura County trying to knock the ball around in the back, but got a little loose with their passing, and now LA10 might look to counter again with that long ball over the top. It's gathered up in that left channel, but not much in the way of support. LA10 maintain possession. Tuck it inside. Again, ball out to the left. That's going to be a little heavy, surely. No, the winger gets there, drops it into the back post. There's no one there to take advantage. I think a flag may have gone up, either for offside or the ball being out of play, and it looks like it had just gone out of play. I thought they were asking a lot of the winger to get that ball back into the box. LA10, though, having a moment of dominance here in the match. The last couple of minutes, they've really been on top. And as I say that, Ventura County now looking to spring at the other end. And it's a 4-on-4 situation. What can they do here? Not a lot, because LA10 do some great defending. Are able to clear their lines. Now it's LA10. Springing at the other end. Nice work carrying the ball away from a lunging tackle. That's surely going to be a free kick. Even be a card. It is Ventura's second card of the game. Not that player, I should hasten to add. So obviously we didn't really see the penalty too clearly. We're not quite sure why that was given. So it's hard to say if it was a penalty or it was worth a card. And that tackle there, I mean, potentially worth a card. One broadcaster will tell you one thing and another will tell you something different. It hasn't been that type of game. It doesn't feel like 15 minutes in we should have 2 yellow cards already be shown. And yet here we are. So, LA10 with a free kick. A little under 30 yards, maybe 27, 28 yards out. Certainly within shooting distance. At the side, chip ball into the box. A flick header flashed wide. Nice delivery. But the header certainly wasn't all it could be. Good movement to get in front of his man. But just executed wrongly. It can happen. LA10 once again troubling down that left hand side, sliding the ball back inside and then moving out to the right hand side. Cross gets blocked. Might get a second bite of the cherry. Some good footwork comes in between 2 players, gets his shirt pulled. Referee doesn't whistle. Probably should after the fact, but instead it's going to be a goal kick to Ventura. So again, if you're trying to avoid the Champions League score, put your fingers in your ears for 5 seconds. We're an hour into the game and the score remains PSG 2, Inter 0. Should be getting double pay for this one. I'm commentating on 2 matches here, listeners and viewers. I have the other game on, I'm not sure what you'd call it, a ticker stream, I suppose. Oh, ball over the top. LA10 here, coming down the right-hand side. May look to chip the keeper, but sound is big. Difficult to beat from that angle. And the ball flies harmlessly over the bar. I'm not sure what you call it. Back in the day, it used to be a ticker view, I guess. It used to be on your TV screen and it would scroll down and give you updates on a match. Now it's, I guess, a website that just refreshes. So that's what I have sat alongside me. So just in case anyone's wondering, no, I'm not watching the Champions League game. My eyeballs are fully focused on this one. Nice work from LA10 again, playing out of pressure. Coming through the middle of the park, again sliding the ball out to the right-hand side. Tucks it inside low, looking for his teammate on the front post. Didn't quite get it right. And that's sort of been the story of the first 17, 18 minutes for LA10. They found themselves in this position or similar positions multiple times, actually on both wings, to be fair. But it feels like more on the right than on the left. And they just haven't quite found their man with that ball into the box. And they've tried a variety of things. They've tried drifting balls into the box for headers. They've tried, as you just saw there, pinging it into the front post. That low connection. They've tried cutting it back. Nothing quite coming off for them yet. Ventura County will be delighted to see. But they keep finding that space. And for as long as they do, opportunities might come their way. And there's a good ball into the box there from the corner. Tried a nifty little heel flick. Didn't quite come off, but it's a dangerous ball nonetheless. The LA10 maintain position. Kicked over the top, but well defended by Ventura. LA10 getting themselves another corner. Good work from Sound. Spreads himself so well, made himself big. Was able to palm that ball out. It was an odd little cross. It kind of just dropped into the middle of the box. I assumed the Ventura County defenders would scoop it away, but it was an LA10 player who got his foot to it first. Great work, though, by Sound. Big goalkeeper using his complete frame. Completely. Good work from the VC goalkeeper. LA10 being forced back. And when they attack themselves down the right-hand side. Very little to aim at in the middle. This will be the one time they actually get it right, I imagine. Instead, the ball, I think, going out for a corner. Ball into the box. Nice work from VC. Lovely defensive header to get the ball away and out of pressure. Ventura County now, looking for the quick 1-2. Good defending from LA10. It wasn't the best 1-2, but nevertheless, smart defending from LA10, and that was a little risky, but they got away with it. Oh, nice powerful run down the right-hand side. Defender looks to block him off. Does a good job. The referee decides no foul. VC in possession. Ventura County again, trying to create the quick counter. LA10 doing a nice job of getting back in numbers, making it hard for them to find the spaces. LA10, look at the width they have. They do a very intentional job of keeping their players as wide as possible. Although, as I say that, the left winger tucks inside. Now he spins outside. Now look, the left winger hugging the left line and the right winger sliding inside now a little bit, but he was all the way out right a moment ago. Gives their midfielders some wide channels to aim for. That's how they've been able to get in behind VC time and again today. Nice ball out from defence. Oh, good work from VC, but LA10 may have another. Oh, excellent work again there as the defender does double duty. Good sliding tackle. Well, the referee's seen an infringement. I think perhaps he's calling for a free kick on that second tackle. Didn't seem like there was much wrong to it from this vantage point, but the referee obviously is a lot closer. Well, actually, it's just a throw-in. Here we're going to see again. Again, good defending there. Slides inside, that's what it was. It was the double ricochet off the defender, giving the throw in LA10's way. And LA10 slide the ball through the middle. Oh, that would have been a wide open attempt. It would have been one-on-one. Lovely through ball. It's the first touch, abandoning the striker on that occasion. LA10 tucking the ball inside. They have options. That's a very smart run. I think he beat the offside trap. Can he now finish the opportunity? No, he can't. Good work from Anthony Sound in the Ventura County goal. That's a lot of goalkeeper to have to get around. And if you're going to try and go around him, I'll take the ball a little wider than that. I think, honestly, he might have been better served to try and just dink the ball over him as early as possible. Don't let Sound get set. Instead, it ended up being safe with Sound. Oh, nice interception. Now LA10 may spring something. They've got a 5-on-3 situation. If they can maximise these numbers, tuck the ball inside. They've got runners still coming into the box. I've bemoaned the fact that I'm really not making the most of these opportunities to get the ball into the box. But you know what? When this finally clicks, and you have to imagine that it will, for a team that are 8 straight victories this season and 39 goals for, it's just a matter of time, surely. Little chip into the box. Nice work from VC. Really good defending, facing their own goal. Ball comes back to LA10, though. And again, once more, Ventura County tidying up at the back. LA10 trying to press them before they get too much higher. There may be an opportunity here down the left-hand side. Long ball swung out from left to right. I'd love that switch from LA10 because they have numbers on this side of the field. Oh. I'm not the coach of LA10, clearly, so it's not my place to get frustrated. But I think if I was Leonid Scharf, the head coach of LA10... Oh, nice work. Really good composed defending. I would probably be gnashing my teeth just a little bit at the end product that his team are delivering, or not delivering, more to the point. So they're creating some really good opportunities. Doing a nice job of getting in behind the VC defence. Whether it's a cross or whether it's a pass, on too few occasions have they gotten it right. Oh, lovely. Shift of the weight coming out the other side around his defender. Ball tucked inside, left for the forward. Nice work from VC, though. Good physical defending. Not letting the strikers have it all their own way. Speaking of which, VC now muscling their own way through, may have an opportunity to equalise. How did that not go in? Two players being very physical. The VC striker coming out ahead. Only Brendan Ward to beat, which isn't an easy task. He's only been beaten once so far this season, but that is the clearest opportunity that Ventura County have had this entire game. I know they had the one-on-one with Ward earlier, but that was a ricocheting ball, and it kind of arrived at the striker's feet late on, and you'd be forgiven for maybe not being entirely composed in that situation. But on this occasion, he'd beaten his man. It was one-on-one. He had all kinds of time and any number of decisions that he could have taken. Disappointing to see him drag it wide. Well, disappointing from a Ventura County perspective. I'm sure LA10 weren't too disappointed. In the 30th minute, it remains 1-0 in favour of the visitors. Could have been a different storyline. It is a different storyline. In the Champions League final, again, if you're looking to avoid the score, fingers in the ears for 5 seconds, Paris Saint-Germain have just scored their 4th goal of the game, 4-0 over Inter in the 73rd minute. I think we can safely say we know who's getting their hands on the silverware. This game, though, remains in the balance. LA10 with a narrow 1-0 lead. Good ball into the box. Quick turn and a snapshot. Also drags the shot wide. Nice technique. Not the easiest thing in the world to do with a defender hanging off you. It certainly wasn't as clear-cut as the opportunity we saw at the other end of the field just a few moments ago. Love that touch and spin, though. Very Ian Rush-like. For those of our viewers who are a little older, like I am. Rush always used to do a great job of getting that touch and that snapshot. Oh, this may be difficult for Ward. It's great goalkeeping once again. For Sound. Getting my goalkeepers confused there. I think Sound got a hand on that. It's a lovely turn and spin. A pretty quick shot followed thereafter. Sound probably not having an opportunity to really get himself set, but he did just enough to deflect the ball wide, and LA10 again on the counter. May have an opportunity to beat Sound here, but again, Sound spreading himself. Being big between the pipes. Kids watching as well, take note of that technique. Not only does he spread himself, but he also drops that trailing leg so that his knee is tucked in to that gap between his legs. Why that's so important, we'll take a moment, we'll come back to that, because LA10 are looking to break down the right-hand side, ball into the box, good clearance from VC. Not wholly out, though. Job still left to do, but LA10 are not going to let them, and they may now have an opportunity for themselves to get a sight on goal. Instead, tucking the ball out to the left-hand side. No delivery, good dogged defending, long ball looping to the back. May look to recycle, though, off this right-hand side now. LA10 just switching it from one side to another. Doing a really good job of maintaining possession. Yet to find that killer pass, though, that absolutely unmissable assist. In the locker. Just need to bring it out. Little chip ball into the box. Goes through the entire box. Nobody troubles it. And we're going to have a corner. Anyway, back to Sound. The reason it's so important to drop that knee is you want to block that space between your legs so that oncoming strikers... Oh, header! Sound palms it away! Oh, we have another situation where I do not know how the ball didn't end up in the back of the net. Sound doing a wonderful job initially. So we have a short corner. Ball chipped into the back post. Header, which Sound does a great job of palming out. Oh, that was good work, I think, from a VC defender. I think maybe And when he cleared it, he cleared off an LA10 player as well, so he didn't give up the corner. Really good defending. DC trying to create an opportunity of their own. They've been under the gun here for the last 5 or 6 minutes since that opportunity that they spurned. So now they're looking to create a new one. Oh, third time's the charm. I'm going to finish my thought regarding Anthony's sound. He does a great job of spreading himself, making himself big, but he also makes sure that he can't get dinked as well through that 8 hole. He doesn't want to get nutmegged by an on-rushing striker. So great technique from the Ventura goalkeeper. Ventura probably should have a goal themselves at this point, but Sound at the other end is doing a nice job of keeping the score down in the meantime, giving his team a chance to regain parity. Let's see if they'll do it from this free kick. Ball into the box, cleared out by LA10. We then finally head it away. So a little under 10 minutes left to go in this game. Our hosts, Ventura County, still trying to find a way to breach LA10 defence, a defence that has only conceded 1 goal in 8 games this season. They had their work cut out for them. They've had opportunities. LA10 have also had their opportunities at the other end of the field. Arguably more of them. They've certainly seen the ball in more advanced positions more frequently. Oh, nice work from Ventura County, cutting the clearance out. I would have thought that would be a free kick in VC's favour. It's just a throw-in. Looked there like the LA10 defender got more of the man than he did the ball. Nice, but that's a lovely reverse pass, but I think he's going to be offside. Great vision from the midfielder. I mentioned that LA10 haven't yet clicked in terms of delivering that killer ball. As many opportunities as they had to get in behind the Ventura defence. Another issue they've had has been numerous offsides. Just getting the timing of that run right. Here we have another situation where the striker just holds his run, looks to get on the end of it. Ball pops back for a teammate, but Ventura County doing a nice job of intercepting. Carrying the ball away, but that was sloppy and the ball comes back to LA10. Oh, nice footwork going down the left-hand side. Their teammates in the middle, but excellent defending. Work from VC. Perhaps a little known fact outside of LA County, as we see a corner come in, be well headed away by Ventura, is that Ventura County are the feeder team to MLS's LA Galaxy. So a lot of players out here aspiring to take that step up, I'm sure, to MLS. This is a great showcase for them. Equally, though, I'm sure the LA10 players, despite the fact that they're not a part of Ventura County themselves, they're trying to make a name. I think particularly in California, where there is an abundance of MLS teams. Again, another offside. So what do we have now? We have LAFC, LA Galaxy, San Jose, San Diego. Like I'm forgetting somebody. I mean, not that 4 MLS teams in one state isn't enough, but perhaps that's it. So a lot of players out here looking to showcase their talents, potentially make that step up to top-tier soccer here in the United States. But right now, all the players on Ventura County are interested in doing is trying to pull this back to level pegging. Try and find that opening goal for VC so they can go in at the half on level terms. LA10 looking to extend their 1-0 lead, and they've had chances to do so. They might be creating another one here. Good ball into the middle. Now they have numbers en masse, 5 or 6 of them. Slide the ball out to the right-hand side. May look to shoot. No cuts inside. Surely a shot here. Whistles over the crossbar. A player on the deck for Ventura County. I don't know if he's just trying to get something out of his cleat, or I think perhaps that's what it is. Sometimes you're playing on these AstroTurf fields, and of course they have those rubber beads. And it feels like about half a metric ton of those beads somehow find their way into your cleat. Oftentimes you don't get to do anything about it until half-time or at the end of the match, but... Oh, lovely work cut inside onto his left foot, tries to find a teammate, who I don't think was able to get the ball back, but that's a beautiful pass! And we have the second goal from LA10, despite Anthony Sound's best efforts. That goal was all about the pass. Beautiful slide roll effort. We'll get you the goal scorer here just as soon as that young man turns around, and we can see the number on the back of his jersey. Again, look at this pass. Absolutely pinpoint. Sound, again, doing a great job of dropping to the deck. Trying to palm that away, but it was just too hard, too quick. And LAFC are 2-0 to the good. It will certainly get you that goal scorer at half-time. I suppose all that really matters in the interim is that Ventura County now have twice the mountain to climb, trailing as they do by 2-0. And in the balance of play, you'd have to say, I mean, Ventura County absolutely could be on the scoreboard once or twice themselves, but you have to say on the balance of play, with the opportunities created, with the possession in the final third, LAFC, excuse me, LA10, that's what happens when you talk about MLS teams, LA10 have certainly been the more dominant of the two teams in that attacking third. So it's hard to begrudge them in their 2-0 lead. And they're looking to add to it now. Just slowing things down a little bit. There's only a few minutes till half-time. Perhaps they're cognizant of that. Thinking, you know what, we're 2-0 up. 2-0 at half-time is good. We can just maintain possession here. See if something opens up. Oh, lovely footwork there, and it may yet open up. Ball comes into the middle. Oh, good grief. That was a great dummy. Such a good leave. Only for the striker in the centre to lash the ball over the bar. And we've seen that now numerous times. It must be, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe 5 occasions. A shot's been lashed over the crossbar. It really should be passed into the net. That's okay. Something for LA10 coach Scharf to discuss at halftime. LA10 again with another opportunity. Sound doing a good job of coming out there and spreading himself, but in the process, the ball gets moved around the box, and he's not able to cover the angle. And LA10 with their third goal of the game. Got to feel bad there for Anthony Sound. Can't hate that he came out to try and close the ball down, but in the process of doing so, he was completely out of position. Look at this, good feet here, ball into the centre of the box, Sounds out of position, first time touch, and despite apparent best efforts to put the ball over the crossbar, they're able to keep it under the crossbar on this occasion. And LA10 taking a 3-0 lead right before the break. LA10 doing a nice job in possession, getting themselves a free kick in the process, and we have yet another yellow card. This official certainly does love his yellow cards, doesn't he? That's 3 now in the first half for Ventura. Again, it does not feel like it's been a chippy match at all, worthy of 3 yellow cards. All of them going to Ventura County players. So not only do they have a 3-goal deficit to try and claw back, but they now have 3 players on very thin ice. That's the whistle for half-time. We're in this UPSL Premier SoCal Central Coast game. Your half-time score is hosts Ventura County 0, visiting LA10 Football Club 3. And before I go ahead and drop my mic on mute and grab myself some refreshments, for those of you who are interested, again, if you're trying to avoid the score, fingers in the ears in regards to the Champions League, because I think we have our UEFA Champions League winners in Paris Saint-Germain. With just a few seconds to go in the game, they are leading over Inter by 5-0. Absolutely astonishing. So congratulations to them and their first Champions League trophy. We'll look to rejoin you here in Greater LA in about 10 minutes for the second half of this contest. Hello again, you join us for the second half of this UPSL Premier SoCal Central Coast match versus Ventura County FC and LA10 FC. As you can see from the scoreline, LA10 having a dominant grip on this game, leading as they do by 3-0. The first goal coming after the 3rd minute, a PK dispatched by Villalobos. It then took LA10 till 42 minutes to register their second goal, but they registered 2 goals then in quick succession in 42 and 44 minutes to give them that 3-0 lead into the break. And now they have a free kick from a very dangerous distance and angle for a right-footed player. Are they going to extend their lead even further in the early minutes of this second half? Great ball over the top. Good save too. What a fantastic free kick. Wonderful technique. The impressive Anthony Sound in VC's goal equal to it, palming it away for a corner. That was postage stamp stuff on that free kick, but Sound having none of it, using all of his extensive frame to palm that ball away to safety. Now VC with the corner to defend. LA10 delivering into the box. Sound getting something on it again before VC finally able to clear fully. May even have an opportunity of their own. Ball bouncing in their favour. Acrobatically cleared from LA10, but only as far as a VC midfielder. Home team now with a little bit of possession. Anxious, I'm sure, to get back into this game as quickly as possible. And there may be a chance. Spooned over the bar. They've taken a deflection on the way. Looks like perhaps VC have a corner. Yes, they do. All right, well, I'm going to retract that statement. Spooned over the bar, because evidently it was deflected over the bar. Really nice work from VC in the build-up. Neat and tidy. Finding a man just inside the box. His shot deflected for a corner. Ball into the box. Good header. It doesn't travel Ward. Dropping onto the top netting of the goal. EC once more finding space through the middle. That must surely be a foul. Might even be a yellow card. Yeah. This referee has been giving out yellow cards for less than that. I don't think that was malicious, but it was certainly very clumsy. I think we have a player down in some real discomfort. We also have a dangerous free kick, although this might even be a little too close. Very hard from this distance to get the ball up and down again with power away from our goalkeeper. There's just not much space to work with. Ordinarily, you'd want the free kick back another 5 to 7 yards. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. They may decide not to go up and down. They may decide to go around the wall or through the wall. Ooh, that wasn't too far away. VC player, hands to his face, realising that that was a very close opportunity. Certainly if it had been down a further 6 inches, Brendan Ward wouldn't have gotten to it, and that would have been nestled where the owl sleeps. That would have been right in the corner of the goal, and VC would be back in this match. So 2 exceptional free kicks, one at either end. Not quite finding their mark, but a good start to the second half nonetheless. Sure what the delay is here. Maybe a substitution. Surely this early in the second half, it would have to be one necessitated through injury, which you hate to see, but LA10 have made the switch. Back to their full complement, and the game is back underway. LA10 winning the ball back. I'm going to take a moment to appreciate the scenery here. This is absolutely beautiful. We're in Thousand Oaks, in the greater Los Angeles area in California. You can see how this area got its name, the proliferation of trees that we see here. A beautiful rocky outcrop in the background, really a lovely setting. Nice work from LA10, riding the tackle well. Although the referee's blown his whistle. Not quite sure what that's for, but the ball's coming back. It's coming back to LA10. I think the referee's having a word with the VC player regarding that earlier tackle, which the LA10 player rode out. The referee called playback. I wouldn't say the game's getting chippy, but we're certainly seeing a more physical start to the second half than we saw in the first. Players getting a lot tighter to one another, trying to get their legs around players to get to the ball. We've seen a few players go down already in the first, what are we into here, 7 minutes to the half? I think VC are trying to fight their way back into the match, which you can't blame them for, and LA10 giving as good as they're getting. Oh, a clumsy tackle there again. Referee whistles. I'm all for not giving yellow cards if you can possibly get away with it. I think it's gotten too easy for players to earn yellow cards these days. But I have to say I'm a little confused by this official. What exactly is a yellow card and what isn't? Anyway, as we consider that, LA10 looking to break on the counter. Ball into the middle. Slips and loses footing, but may win the ball back. Oh, nice strong tackle from VC. LA10 though, the ball springing their way. Maybe a shot on goal here. Good defending from VC, but the LA10 player is still on the ground. It was a hefty tackle. I think it was a fair tackle. Let's see that here in the replay. Yeah, just two players coming together, both getting the ball. The LA10 player going down. I think maybe it was more the way he landed than anything else. Got ball for VC. Clear the lines. LA10 looking to slot the ball through, surely an offside. VC defender's hands went up. The linesman's flag went up. Yeah, that was about as blatant as you could get. I think perhaps there were three players there, all at least 5 yards offside. I'm not sure if that was bad timing on the part of the LA10 players or just a solid offside trap from VC. Again, another coming together. It really has... I said that the second half hadn't been chippy, just physical. I think now it is starting to descend into chippy. There was a foot left in on that occasion. I want to see the replay on that one for sure. The referee, oddly, not dispensing yellow cards in those instances where they maybe seem warranted. Had his hand in his pocket like crazy in the first half. It looks like he is about to give a yellow card to a coach, though, because that's going to change things on the field, isn't it? Anyway, our production team, I'd love to see that tackle back at some point if we get a chance. LA10, not a particularly convincing clearance. Nice footwork from VC. Going nowhere. Might get himself a free kick here, though. No, referee's decided no free kick, and now there is a free kick. All right, well, we've gone from physical to chippy to bordering on chaos. It's VC with a free kick. LA10 putting together a cursory two-man wall. Ball gets delivered to the back post. Nicely headed out from LA10 and gathered again by the second man. Good clearance. It's actually a breakaway. The ball cleared all the way. They go round. Sound does so. We have a finish. What a composed goal. Flag stays down. And LA10 have their fourth goal of the game. Absolutely out of nothing. A great header off of a VC corner. Then a clearance. The one-man offside trap is sprung. Good footwork going around the goalkeeper. Outpacing his defender, going around the goalkeeper, and then rolling the ball into an empty net. I think that was Villalobos again. We'll, of course, get final confirmation for you on that, but I think it was. Which would put him on a brace. And composure has been his watchword. If the PK that he took in the first 3 minutes of the first half was icy cold, and that goal required a lot of composure, outpacing the man, picking the right angle, ensuring you go wide enough around the goalkeeper to take him out of the play, and then slotting the ball into an empty net. Absolutely textbook. LA10 leading 4-0 over Ventura County. LA10 again, looking to get the break on the 3-on-3. Could be a free kick there. Nope, referee decides not. So VC looking to try and get away at the other end of the field. Nice work from LA10 though, defending and winning the ball back in the middle third as well, which means they can counter quickly. Nice work from Sound. Snuffing out the danger. LA10 again, looking for number 5. Oh! Flash that again, unnecessarily over the crossbar. He had a player to his left but quite frankly, I wouldn't have played him in either. I think you carry the ball like that, you get into the box, you see the goal, you go for it. But it just required placement. Didn't need to be thrashed into the roof of the net. We get an opportunity, production team. I'd like to see that one back. Seemed to me like there was all kinds of space. Could have picked a corner. Decided to drill through the ball instead. Here we go. Production team on the spot, thank you. Yeah, look at that. Round the first man, all kinds of space. Lashes over the bar. I actually could have gone left or right. Could have tucked a teammate in. Of all the choices to take, that was the least desirable. VC will be glad of it because the score remains 4-0 rather than being extended to 5-0. LA10 with the free kick deep in their own box. Looking for options a little further forward, trying to draw VC in. Do a really nice job of playing it out the back. Maintaining possession in the process. Excellent work from LA10. You've got to admire that. If you're going to play out the back, then do it properly. And they just gave you a masterclass of how to do that. Oh, good last gasp tackle. No, it isn't. The ball squirreled away. Again, got round sound. Open net. Surely the fifth. Somehow it didn't go in. Did it come off the upright? I think it did. How was that goal number 5? LA10 still on the attack, though. Well, sound lit off the hook on that occasion. Not that he did anything wrong, but he was beaten all ends up. LA10 just pushing the ball a little too far to the side, making the angle just a little too narrow. And evidently ringing the ball off the upright. It looked easier to score. I suppose that's the only slight criticism you could have of LA10 today. Good work from VC. Oh gosh, that was physical. Any criticism you could have of LA10 is just a little bit of a lack of composure in their decision making. I mean, they're winning 4-0. They are going to have 9 straight victories in a row this season. No defeats to speak of. Not even dropped a point yet. So it's hard to be too critical. But these are young players looking to develop, looking to go on to the next level. And so you'd have to say, in that final decision, whether it's a cross or a through ball or even a shot on goal, just a touch more composure wouldn't go amiss. That being said, if they had that composure, we'd have a landslide today, and probably be some players here in the LA10 squad who would very much be looking at MLS opportunities. That time will come, I'm sure, for a number of these young men. Defending from VC. LA10 carrying the ball out the back. Nice little switch out to the right-hand side. Quite able to gather the ball in. Again, good work in the back. Very composed defending. As I've mentioned on a number of occasions, LAFC only having conceded 1 goal in 8 games so far, and you can kind of see why when you see this defence really humming. LA10 trying to win the ball back. VC player on the floor. I'm not sure which way the referee's going to call this. It should go away with VC, and it does. Oh, I think so. The referee has issued another yellow card. I think that's number 6, I want to say. It's so hard to distinguish the shirt numbers. I haven't actually been keeping a running tally of the cards and who they've been issued to as I ordinarily would. But from memory, I think that it's certainly 5, but I think it might be 6. I think we've seen 4 yellow cards to VC players, I want to say, and 2 to LA10. One thing I can tell you for certain is that VC have the ball. It's their free kick. A lot of bodies in the box. Can they get on the score sheet? Yes, they can! VC have their opening goal of the game. A mistake from Ward, who came out to clear it. Wasn't able to get contact. In fact, I don't know if it just flew in directly from the free kick, or if it took a touch on the way through. Either way, it ends up in the back of the net. And Ventura County managed to register only the 2nd goal that LA10 have conceded this season. Here comes our replay. Whip ball into the middle of the box. The way it dropped though, it just enticed Ward to come out and get there. He doesn't, he's out of position. Like he hesitated, wasn't quite sure whether to go to the front post or whether to stay in the centre of the goal. I wasn't sure if there was a touch initially, but there certainly was. Excellent execution. A very good free kick. Ventura County are on the board. See what that does to LA10. Fire them up.
Hello? Gotcha. My,
As we head into the last 10 minutes of the game, visitors LA10 Football Club continue to lead by 4 goals to 1 over their hosts Ventura County.